Hello YouTube, it's Ticky's Trinkets here, and today I have for you another Five Nights at Freddy's Sister location tutorial. Today I'm making Minireena. Let me just move that over. It's glaring on his/her face. I don't know what the gender is. Anyways, I'm making Minireena, the little minions Ballora has. And this is just going to be a nice and quick tutorial. It's not going to be anything nowhere near as long as my other tutorials have been lately, which it's a good thing. That way it means it's more simple and more easy for you and for me. I'm going to be listing this for sale up on my Etsy shop. So if you want to know exactly when I'm going to list it for sale, you need to be following me on Instagram. Because from now on, when I'm doing my sales, I'm going to list things up like as an update on my Etsy shop. I'm going to be listing several items at once. So I will like make a collage photo of all the things I made that past week or two. And then I will announce on my Instagram, okay, this is going to be my next Etsy shop update. So it'll be this time and this date. Just like a heads up, that way everything's fair. That way you don't have to say, oh, well, I didn't get it fast enough, or oh, it's sold out and I thought I just saw it. But it's fine. And I hope that'll make it a little bit better for people wanting to purchase things from my Etsy shop as well. A little more easy and a little more fair. And it also should make it more convenient, because I've been uploading things so very randomly. My YouTube videos, Instagram photos. I try to do everything at least once a week. Make something new once a week. Make a new YouTube video. But I want to be more active on everything, so I'm going to upload on Instagram more often. I'm going to try to upload YouTube videos twice a week from now on. I'm going to try. Bear with me on that. I'm going to try. It might not always be the same type of video, like an update or a tutorial. But, at least twice a week. Hopefully I can get over to my boyfriend's house. Like I said before, I don't have very good internet. Anytime I upload, I have to upload at my boyfriend's house. I can record stuff here, edit it here, have to upload it to YouTube over there. And I hope you all, I'm trying to think of how to say this. I recently monetized my YouTube videos. Yay! So hopefully things will be getting a little more productive for me. That way, hopefully I can start making some money off of my YouTube channel. And not just Etsy, because my revenue for Etsy last year was kind of not as good as I was hoping. Not as good as I needed. Medical stuff, phone bill. Gotta get money. I love my art, and I love doing what I do, obviously. And I hope you all love it too, but I also need to try to make a little bit of money. So every once in a while, just watch an ad on my video, or, click on an ad if you see something you like. Just shout out to help me out here. Anyways, back to the premise of this video. This is a tutorial of Minireena. This is smaller than Ballora that I made. Since I still have Ballora, I'm about to bring her in the frame right here. And I knocked over Minireena. Oh, Lord, she's bigger than the frame. Okay, and I made Minireena on this little wooden block, which you'll see me using in the video. That way I could stick her right here beside Ballora. Look at that! That's like perfect. Oh, that makes me so happy. It's like a puzzle piece coming together. Like a puzzle coming together. Ballora is a little dusty right now, but I've had her on my desk for a while, so sorry about that. She hasn't sold yet, obviously, because she is listed a bit more expensive on my Etsy shop than some of my other things, but again, it took her 9 hours to make. 9 hours, just like Lolbit. He's going to be listed at an expensive price, more than Ballora, because he took me a long time to make. Lolbit has lipstick in the game, so I'm assuming it's a she, but I don't know. Anywho, I hope you all enjoyed this. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this here. And like this tutorial. If you do, make sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, help me out. Follow me on Instagram to see when I'm updating things as soon as they happen. Alright, now let's get into this tutorial. That's enough talking. See you in the tutorial now. Bye-bye! Alright, for this tutorial, you're going to need beige colored clay. Well, not beige, but tan, white, and rose ballerina pink, I think it is, from Sculpey. You're going to roll out this many balls of the tan color clay. I don't know how many it is, just count it out, pause the video. You're going to take the largest one first, and you're going to roll this into like a teardrop shape like we've done before. On the fat end of the teardrop roll it between your fingers to make it pointed on that end as well, but still keeping the bump, as you can see I've done here. Next, we're going to press it until our hand touches the surface, not hard, don't squish it like an ant or something, you know, gently just press it, just so it's a little flat. Then you're going to take it and you're going to cut off the narrow end, and you're going to cut it about halfway, about the midpoint, just so it has a flat end. Next, we're going to take the second largest ball of clay that I made, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our finger, just the finger, you don't need your whole hand, and press it down gently, make it as thick as the upper torso, and it's going to look like this. Then you're going to pinch it between your fingers to make it look like a teardrop shape. And just to make sure that it lines up with the upper torso, I did this to make sure it's the same thickness and it'll be about the same width. So now you're going to take it and take that little teardrop tip and cut it off, just so it's flat. That way it'll connect together like a puzzle piece, as you can see I've done right here. But don't glue it together yet. We're not gluing this yet. You're just going to pull this back apart like I've done right here. Next, trying to remember what's next. Oh, I've just cut off the holes where I want the legs to go, just like kind of like a C shape on both sides. Then we're going to take 2 more pieces of the tan colored clay. These are going to be the thighs, so you're just going to roll those in the narrow teardrop shapes right here, you can see. Make them about the same length, the same thickness. Then we're going to take another 2 balls of tan colored clay, and these are going to be the calves. So you're going to do the same thing, roll them into little log shapes. Make sure they're about the same length and the same thickness. Just so you can see, make sure they'll all line up together and they'll go in the sockets good. Now you're going to take 2 more balls of tan colored clay, and you're going to roll these again. This is really repetitive. And roll these into little sticks, just like you've done before. Then we're going to take 2 more balls, and can you guess what we're going to do, kitties? We're going to roll it into sticks. Because that's what we do in tutorials. We roll everything into a stick, apparently. I'm done being funny now. I'll spare you all, okay? Then you're going to take the last 2. You could just leave them in ball shape. That's just my style. I don't like doing hands. I leave them in ball shape. Now we're going to take the white Sculpey clay, and we're going to make a little round nub for the head and 2 little round nubs for the feet. First, you're going to take the head nub. A nub is now an increment of measurement for me. As you can see, it's about this big. I don't know how big this is. It's small. You're going to pinch it between your fingers, rolling motion to make it into a teardrop shape. Then you're going to take like something like a paintbrush, a really narrow one, or a really narrow pen or pencil. Nothing with ridges though, and just indent it about halfway down. It's kind of hard to see though. Then you're just going to smooth those rough edges out with your finger like I've done here. Now it's nice and smooth. Here's a side view so you can kind of see the indentation better. I hope this helps. It's hard to get like good lighting and angles for these pictures. Next, we're just going to take the little feet nubs, as you can see in this picture here, which probably wasn't necessary. You saw it in the last picture. And you're going to roll these into little teardrop nubs. And we don't want these nubs to be completely rounded, so we're going to press them down with our fingers like I've done here and make them flat on one side. Try to make them the same length and the same thickness like we've been doing throughout this whole tutorial. Now we're going to take the ballerina pink Sculpey. I think it's ballerina pink, people. I can't remember for sure. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. And we're going to roll out 1 nice big ball. This is bigger than all the other balls you've made thus far. And it's probably like an inch tall. Press it down kind of firm, more firm than you press the other ones down, because we want to get this nice and flat. As you can see, here's the coin-like shape that I got. But I needed it to be a little bit flatter, so you could take a rolling pin or whatever you have, your X-Acto knife, and you're going to roll it out flat, roll it out from side to side and up and down to make it just as even. And as you can see here, I've measured it out and it's 1 inch, and we're going to find, using the ruler, find a diameter across and the diameter up and down, find the midpoint, and then press this into the midpoint. Then you'll get an outline, and then you're just going to cut that outline out like I've done here. Next, just like in the velour tutorial, you're just going to take the X-Acto blade and make like a roll motion from bottom to top, over and over to make the ruffles on the ballerina's tutu. This is just the easiest way for me, and this is what it came out looking like, so it looks really good. If it is too big, like mine was at first, just cut it and mush it back together and blend it, and then make sure it fits like you did here. Make sure everything fits before you bake anything. Alright, and as you can see, now we got all the pieces together, so we're going to take some metal wire and wire cutters. And just to make sure everything will stay together, this is a very small piece and very fragile, so be gentle. Putting metal wire into everything, like I've done here. And I put these pictures backwards, I'm sorry. And make sure every piece has a metal wire, that way to stick together. Then you're going to go ahead and take your alcohol, and you're going to clean the back and the front, because we want it to be clean all around. Make sure it's unassembled like this before you bake it. And we'll glue it together with glue after it's done baking. Here you can see I got it on the pan to bake according to package instructions, if I can get the words out of my mouth hole. Here's the glue I always use, old handy dandy crafting glue. Glue all the pieces together except for the head that's on the stick, because we're going to take a pencil or pen, whichever you prefer. Pencil's better because you can erase your mistakes, and we all know we get mistakes. And we're going to draw where the eyes and the mouth are going to go. Then you're going to take your black acrylic paint, like we always do, and your dotting tool, small dotting tool, and just go over what we've already traced on there. And then go ahead and glue the head on the body. And now that you're done with that, we want to make sure she can stand, which she's not going to be able to on her own. We got these itty bitty little blocks and E6000 glue, and we're going to glue her to the block, like I've done here. Then you're going to use your whatever colored gold you have and dot gold for those parts of the eyes. I don't know what it's called. Then we're going to take black paint, and we're going to paint the cube itself, like I've done here. I didn't paint the bottom, just the sides and the top, because you don't really need to. Then you're going to take your dotting tool again and do 2 little dots for the pupils. I think that's called the pupil. And then you just glaze it and you're done. I hope you all enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.